And here we are in September. Do you remember? That was that something in September. I don't know I just remember the beat. It's in my head. And so I say good morning. And I'm coming live to you from Viva Las Vegas. That's right. I'm living in Las Vegas and living large. Let me see who can get here in the room. That we can go and do whatever we want to do simply because this is America. And this is America. And one more person, just one more person. Yep. No. There we go. Now, I've shared it out, and people will or choose to, and it is choice. Life is just choices. We have all these choices, and then we're living under the same umbrella. And we all have to, just like in Mississippi, but see, in Mississippi, those who could not afford to buy the water were drinking the tap water, and it was affecting their children. Just the same thing was going on up there in Michigan. But now we're really seeing how it really works. We have child protective services. We have just so many partners in public services. And now you're starting to understand what the partnership really looks like, especially when they can't do nothing for you, boo. And I'm saying, where would I have been if I had to raise my children here in Nevada? I really just can't imagine. Can't imagine. It's demystifying to me, meaning that I'm trying to understand. We have all these black people. And when you have people who have gone through this situation of receiving services and been on the end of receipt of services, not on the beginning part of how the services were supposed to be aligned to you. And my children just got services, and they did. And, it really does fuck with you. Like, I remember a teacher pushing my son out of the chair in middle school. And I wrote a complaint about it. And come think about it, I still have the letter, the response letter. I'm sure I do. I get rid of nothing. And what can I say? It happened. And when I shared my concern, the letter came back. I should have filed a tort claim is what I should have done. Because under a tort claim, he could have gotten money for the little bruise on his leg. That's right, because I did take him to the doctor, but I didn't do that. So let's just understand, we're living in America. There's a reason why so few African Americans are scoring at or above or below the 40th percentile, but the state is only taking 40th percentile. And when they have over their Part C money at the state level, an African American female, and she's saying that there is a requirement, yes, but it is just for a sampling of data. So if your children are not making it and you have not gotten together and created a committee, because it could be an ad hoc committee, I mean, any kind of people just coming together. Good morning, good morning. Boats didn't exist when to tell you. Well, no, boats did. But maybe the life rafts and maybe the process didn't exist to save yourself. But people was on that big ship. And when it went down, well, some people made it. The majority did not. And it doesn't really matter. They ain't here no more. So what are we really talking about? So when people say they want to get rid of diversity, equity, and inclusion, and then they don't want to provide services to children with disabilities, I'm saying y'all's off, done the wrong thing. Oh, mail's coming to my mailbox. Let me see. I got this informed delivery. I signed up for informed delivery. I got 2 pieces of mail coming today, whatever the 2 pieces are. And you have to sign in because the app says sign in. You say sign in. Oh, it said it failed. Whatever, we'll do it again. It don't want to sign on because I know it thinks it knows everything. But that's okay because I'm going to get my mail, and that's just real. Oh, but I can see what's there. Chase and a piece of junk mail. That's it. No packages to display. But sometime I will get some mail, and that's just real. And I pay attention to what's happening every day. So here we are. And there used to be this app called Wisdom and one called Anchor. And I would go live and people could chime in and have a conversation also. But this is just YouTube. And anybody can say what they want to say. But understand, that's a collection data of data just for you. Just like when they found those servers and stuff in Chicago with all the whatever. Oh, my kids don't do that. I have a 41-year-old, a 27-year-old, and a 39-year-old. And they have enough respect for themselves because, hey, they just don't be laying out. I have only boys. And I do have one grandbaby. She's just beautiful, and that's just real. And intelligent, and she's 4 years old. And she can use the cell phone and she can call me whenever she wants to, and she can tell me whatever she wants to purchase, and I will purchase it for her and have it sent to the house. And she tells me exactly what's going on in her life and how amazing that is at 4 years old to be able to articulate and share concerns. Let's just understand, we have already thought about how it works. And under the child fine, what will you do? I don't know. What would Jesus do? Because he tried, and just like they say, Harriet Tubman, if she could have saved more people if they had known that they was only enslaved. But all of these people, can vote. All of these people have money. All of these people are participating in the process of paying taxes, because the one thing you're going to do if you living in America and you work and you pull in a paycheck, you're going to pay your share, because they're just going to pluck it out. When I got here, some 4 or 5 years ago, somebody had the nerve to try to apply for some unemployment because they thought that they could set some money aside, because they even said I had a federal job, and I'm saying, these motherfuckers is really wise. But, the mere fact that they had access to my social, and they was going to appeal all the way to the top. I had to take that shit and send it to the FBI. No, I'm not going to be the one. I'm not going to help. I'm not going to participate. Let's just understand, what are we talking about across the states now? We're talking about mental health services, including, and the rules, everybody has access to health care. We're going to make sure of that. We just don't have enough money for everybody. But it matters, right? It just matters. And everything matters. And you're finding out how it matters, because if they shut the government down, y'all really gonna find out. Because y'all not-for-profit agencies that are partnered with the federal government, that money ain't coming your way. That's right. And you have to understand, if they shut the federal government down, that's who's gonna suffer. The people who have partnered, like YMCA, the YMCA, and the Boys and Girls Club, and all the Nevada community partners are gonna suffer, because even the food money is not coming. What do you mean the food money? Well, when they talking about you can't be in the store buying your sugary drink, somebody been watching your little fat ass. That's right. And, being overweight is not good. And they have women who want to have the big old booties. And they're all enamored with the big asses. And I'm saying, and then, those people who have those surgeries, my son said that shit starts to leak and it starts to stink, and you gotta, and I'm saying, this is some sick stuff. Aren't we sick as a nation? I believe so. Because television is just, well, Dick Gregory called it. He said, and, it is what it is. And what can I say? Because I'm tired of these devices. I've had the same devices forever. But somehow, the facial recognition shit don't work or the thumbprint don't work. And what the fuck is really going on? How come I can't sign into on my laptop? Because y'all trying to control that shit. I have to get it fixed because I have to do some paperwork. But quite frankly, I don't give a fuck anymore. Y'all can know what you know, but you don't know what you need to know. And therein lies the deal, because I have an open medical is simply open. But because of medical malpractice, there's things called medical malpractice. They said, oh, you have fibromyalgia. It was new then, right? In 1993, 94, it was new. And they would not diagnose me with rheumatoid arthritis, but somehow it's just easy to diagnose here in Nevada. Because even, I must have done some blood work before and somebody tried to refer me to rheumatology. And I'm saying, why would they do that? Because I have fibromyalgia. And I'm not going to take no gabapentin and they have me on so many Norcos. You have me sign this document talking about I'm not selling the pills. No, bitch, I'm not selling the pills. And I don't even have to take the pills. Nope, that's right. Because CBD has become my favorite friend. CBD and the other. You know what I'm saying? CBD and a toast to the other. And I manage. And I'm going to manage. And every now and then, you get a little intervention with whatever you call those steroids. But, there are other health options. I have been listening to my son. And he told me 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper and the dark berry juice, so acai or, the dark berry juice. Mix it up. It's 1 teaspoon, it's a little strong. And I've been taking that every day, and my ankles are not fat and hanging over my shoes anymore. So I'm gonna support him in what he's doing. He's doing cleanses, and my son is amazing. Can I share anything? I don't know. Let me see. Oh, I don't know what that meant. A 49-second clip of whatever. But I can tell you, he's on my Facebook page. He's on my Instagram. All my children are. I have 3 boys. And somebody said that they ain't gonna have their kids. Yeah. What is that? You don't let your kids. Your house is not a flop house. No. It should be a place of sustainability for you to build your tribe, support your people. In other countries, it is like that. They have sweater factories, they have ceramic factories. Actually, they do. And they make things and they sell them. And everybody in the family. I'm not lying here. I'm going to show you some things I got when I was in Italy. Mm-hmm. Oh, here we go. This, you see, it was made, and this one is not signed, but I think I paid 1,300 lira for it, which wasn't that much. But, that's where it was made, right there. Yep. And I'm just going to tell you, I've had an amazing life. I'm not sad. No, I made good choices because I always chose to support my children because that's the gift that was given to me. And I do that. And I support my family because that's what my mother did for me. Allows Trump to see, they're trying to end birthright citizenship, and what the fuck are we doing and how are we going to address that shit? Because even if they do, what have they done for us as a people? And I'm saying, and I mean that. I mean, I met people, and and I have friends, and they were raising their children as I was raising my sons, and their children got much further, but it really doesn't matter because it makes a difference who you are and what you're supposed to be doing, because the universe has a journey for each and every one of us, and you're on your own journey. You're on your own, no matter what. And so either you hear the word or you pretend you didn't hear it, because you ain't got to do shit in America. That's right. You don't have to do a goddamn thing. All you have to do is eat and pay taxes, because you're going to pay them taxes. And just work for somebody. You're going to work for somebody. When you work for somebody, then you'll pay your fair share. And then what they're going to do with that money that you give to the federal government is it's going to come back to your local community. That's why I'm saying you just don't even understand the concept of freedom when services are not happening for the people who look like you. And then you've got so many elected officials that look like you. And I'm saying, well, what the fuck are they talking about while they're sitting up there on the damn dais? Because where's the equity? And where's the inclusion? And when they're taking diversity, equity, and inclusion off the table, and you ain't said shit about not having anything on the table in the first place. So what? Oh, yeah, I'm probably crazy. What would you do? You know, people want to say, oh, well, are you happy? I said, well, what would I be happy about? When there's an 88% population of black children in the juvenile justice system, and then they have so many black people running around with their titles, and they got their paper, boo. They got paper. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying, well, their paper might as well be like this paper, origami paper, because it don't mean shit, right? And I'm saying, okay, because we have so many black people that are walking around. They like to be in the front of the room and explaining what to you, because you ain't getting shit. And I'm saying, when they can just treat you any kind of way, and they can make the rules, and then you follow the process, and then somehow the rules are not applied to you. And I'm saying, oh no, that's just never going to happen. Because what my mother did for me is to establish that I understand what freedom cost. So when they cut off my titty, and they did, hey, I'm back. Shout me out. Who is this? EM, sister. Well, I'm up to just having a conversation, because it is a conversation. And we all need to have it, especially now when they're saying, you know, you don't understand the mandatoriness of it. When people don't understand the funding structure under the census and how it actually works, and then we got to know that Sammy just paid all of the taxes and representing everybody who lived down here in this melting pot. You know what I'm saying? So we got people who pay real money. And so when that money comes back here and it's granted out to our people who provide services to the people who live within the communities, but it ain't working for your people. And why is that? And I'm saying it's problematic. I thought I had earrings, but I think I took them off. I must have, because I don't have any earrings on right now. Yep, that's what it was. I took them off. So, anyways, when you wake up in the morning, you can choose to do whatever you want to do, but you ain't got to do shit. And that's just real. You don't have to be me. You don't have to listen to me. And I can get on your nerves. And it really doesn't matter, because nothing changes the fact that there are 4,000 children who are in the foster care system here in Nevada who don't have services under their individual educational plans. And then I read something where the governor was trying to eliminate the money for special education teachers here in Nevada. And I think that was a Nevada thing. But and grants, and that was all going to be affected because they don't want to track that money, you know, because it was Jason Gotti. He had put more money into special ed, extra not, I mean, you know, he used the Emergency Powers Act. And there is an Emergency Powers Act, and I don't know if y'all see it, but when it came out, I downloaded it, and I'm going to share it to a few people. But I mean, who's paying attention to it? It doesn't matter, because just because I give it to you doesn't mean you're going to use it. It doesn't even mean you're going to open up the email. I don't hide my body. I don't have a problem with my body. I got some jeans on, and I said, oh, I'll put them up. Be sure everything's pulled up here. There we go. See, cute jeans, and they're size 5. And I said, oh, and I am 67. I have my body. It doesn't matter, because I have a body, and I can walk, and I can socialize, and I can speak. But there are people that don't know how to do that. You see? Therein lies a travesty. It's a travesty. It's just what it is. And what can I say? Some people, they're made of plastic. You know, some people, they're made of wood. Some people have hearts of stone. Hey, I want to, my nephew, he has a song, and I use it as my theme song. And that's just real. I do have a theme song. And, and I understand there are so many restrictions on these data files, but you really don't even understand. But maybe they'll let you hear it. Maybe they won't. Maybe take me off the air. But I'm going to play it anyway. Enjoy. I got to find the speaker. Hold on.
Speaker mode.
My city on fire. I'm sorry.
Phone is connected.
Be better.
There it is.
Too cold for a sweater. No, there's no forever. We on search for better. We on search for better. We on search for better. My city on fire. I'm sorry I fight ya. I'm just trying to be better. Too cold for a sweater. Now there's no forever. We on search for better. We on search for better. For better. I don't think they mad that I said something.
Hey.
Ugly nigga for ransom. But my brother's alright. I'm trying to be a provider. Where I'm from is all violent. Safer to keep silent. It's hard for me to choose you. Scare my life would abuse you. My city on fire. I'm sorry I fight ya. I'm just trying to be better. Too cold for a sweater. Learn there's no forever. We on search for better. We on search for better. For better. And I can't wait to tell my mama that I made it. Man, I'm tired of the stressing and I'm tired of this fake shit. I see the vision, say there ain't no being lazy. Gotta wake up early morning, yeah, the money never waiting. My mama showed them different when you worry about your bitches. Stack your dreams, travel far forever, she mentioned. I pray my love a better way instead of days, cause the people in my city really steady acting shady. R.I.P. dope boy, ain't get to make it through. Man, I'm truly scarred, why it had to be you. Do it on your own, now you have to lose your life. We was just finna make it out.
My city on fire. I'm sorry I fight ya.
I'm just trying to be better. Too cold for a sweater. Now there's no forever. We on search for better. We on search for better. For better. Keep it real, I don't know who to trust. They love you when you down, but they hate you when you up. How you my brother, but you stealing from me blood? I just peep shit, now I gotta like a trust. Shit been welling on me, though for real. Ever since my brother died, mama said I need to chill. Baby, take your time, I promise you gotta heal. I just push her to the side, but I still feel it still. I've been hurting, broke past got me spurging. Blue mask, I've been purging. Busy cock back, got my mind set on murder. Got my mind set on murder.
My city on fire. I'm sorry I fight ya.
I'm just trying to be better. Too cold for a sweater. There's no forever.
We only search for better. We only search for better.
For better.
Hey, I'm gonna say, welcome to Saturday. It is the Sabbath. It is the holy day. Now, people can disagree or choose to whatever agree or just understand that it is we, the people, that have chosen to just made a choice. So we as people just choose not to pay attention to what's happening to the children in your community that look like you because you say it's not your responsibility. No, it's not. It's not your obligation. But if the universe gave you a gift and you've been blessed with the gift, I'm living my best life. I ain't got time to deal with you Negroes. And then to understand that the Supreme Court is attempting. It's an attempt, boo. Well, Congress has the power of the purse. That's what I'm gonna say. And if they're gonna give them people that money, they're just gonna have to give it to them. But they gotta find that money first, and they really do. And here we are. What is that? Oh, made some comments on my friend Nate Boyd's Facebook post because, Nate's been doing this for a minute now, and I admire him because he's in Boston or wherever on the East Coast. But it is building capacity from wherever you are. You know, it's like some people. When I say some people are made of plastic, that's what I really mean. Because it is what it is, and you can't help the people. You can only try to help the people because people have to help themselves, and that's just real. So how does that happen when people are getting privilege and people here just get privilege? Usher got the fucking key to the city. I ain't never met no Usher, but I know he be tripping around and money and power, plenty of money and power is money and power. And then Snoop just got, hey, Snoop is worldwide, and he is. And so he be going to the Olympics and representing you. But hold on just 1 minute. When your people have to participate in what I'm saying, they have to participate in what I'm saying. They have to participate in the oversight and the management of the outcomes of the services that are mandated by law. You understand what I'm saying? Whenever the federal government or the state government come in and take your children and put them in a system of oversight, because you can't manage. You understand what I'm saying? You just can't do it. But for whatever reason, we have a 38% population of black children, black babies, the black babies in the foster care system here in Nevada. And then they have a program called A Haven. And then you try to understand what's happening in the Department of Health and Human Services and how that money is coming in there. But when they would do, and I'm not lying, when they would do a workshop, let me go get my photos, a workshop on behavior, and I'm saying, okay, so y'all gonna do a workshop on behavior once again, and I'm saying, but from the perspective of who? From the perspective of who and what? And I'm saying, no, this thing is far greater, and the services and the support should be coming to providers who are working within the state, how they are expected to support children with disabilities, and how to collect that data and how to transition behavior. But when these people don't even have manifestation determination hearings, I'm saying that's a whole different level. But what is the real level is the 14th Amendment is being violated. Ain't no fucking equal protection. And when you set up a process, you establish the process as a state. Now, when the people in that state follow the process to get the resources, and they still can't access the resources, then what the fuck is going on? So, I can talk like this because I understand it's not working. And I know some people are just, hey, some people, they're made of plastic. Some people, they're made of wood. Some people have hearts of stone. Hey, but some people, they ain't up to no good, and that's just real. So we just gonna have to understand, lean on me when you're not strong. Said I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on in the world. Now, where is Al Green? Where is he? Because, he's real. But then y'all want to use Les Brown. And I had to hear Les Brown because I had talked myself into a tizzy after I left my husband, and I just couldn't go. I just didn't want to venture out. I was terrified. I didn't want to be away from my children. Didn't want to, it's a lot of things I just didn't want to do. So therefore, struggling. Now I understand. I've lived long enough, and I know that I'm blessed and highly favored, and I don't have to worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing. But there's so many things that you could think about and talk yourself into a tizzy about and just not accomplish anything. But once you understand Trials and tribulations are just that. And you are going to struggle until you what? Choose to move forward in life. And life is a choice. So we have all these black people. Now, they've been, you know what I'm saying, gifted. I mean, because they just operate without any conviction. And then they got a lot of songs like, I'm serious, like this one. I'm not going to play that much of it, but I'm going to play a little bit of it. Because when I thought about it, it's in my Spotify. When I thought about it, and I said, oh, how could I have been listening to that at that time and supported that at that time? You understand what I'm saying? And I'm saying, I can't do it. Really just can't do it. And I'm saying, no, it's just real. And I'm saying, I can't even go back and look at the music that we used to listen to when I was a kid and do what? It's under Snoop. There it is, right there. It's that album right there. This one.
I'm seriously, what y'all niggas got to say? Hey, baby, get the bubble gum in this motherfucker, so.
That one right there, and everybody remembers. Iowa officials. Isn't that something? So they done arrested some black superintendent of some school district. And I'm saying he's a superintendent, meaning that he went through the vetting process. They didn't hire this motherfucker. He's working and everything. Now they're getting ready to kick him out of the country because they say he ain't here legally. And how did he get a job? Well, he wasn't really black. No, he was a foreigner. He was an immigrant. And I'm sure they knew everything about what he was doing and how he got here. And I'm saying, let's not pretend anymore. Because all those songs that used to be, it ain't no party unless the homies can have some. I'm saying all that shit. Oh no. And I was saying it was the music, it was the beat that we continue to party on, but I can't even party on that anymore. No, but it is what it is, as this is 2025. Well, who are EM? I want to shout you out because thank you for coming. That's what I'll say. Follow me, follow my podcast over there on Spotify. That's where our podcast is. It's on Spotify. Parent Empowerment, half an hour. But I mean, the empowerment comes from the soul within. And that's just real. So who are you in the year of 2025? And I'm going to have to shout out my nephew, Kevon Hartsley. We're going to do one more song. One more song. Because it is a reality. It is our reality that we're choosing to pretend that we have no control. And I'm saying, how could that be? Because we have all of the control. You have to just decide what you're going to decide. Once you decide it, that's what it is. That's what it is. Then it just becomes that. So, enjoy.
Late night, late night. Late night conversations.
Hey, yo, Lorraine, what you doing?
Late night conversations, they all overdue. Sitting here reminiscing, need to get over you. I need to. Too much on my mind, I think wish I could too. Overwhelmed by my life, I pray I make it through. Late night conversations, they all overdue. Sitting here reminiscing, need to get over you. Too much on my mind, my demons Overwhelmed by my life, I pray I make it through. I pray I make it through. I ain't been feeling, I'm high as the ceiling.
Hey.
The truth has no meaning. Eyes are deceiving. Don't tell me you need me. You never believe me. I wish I could see you. You don't wanna see me. The music can free me. I'll be on TV. I hope you see me. I know you like BT. Please love the better me. Or at least just remember me. And fuck the late night conversation.
They all overdue. Late night conversation, they all overdue.
Sitting here reminiscing, need to get over you. Need too much on my mind, my demons I do too. Overwhelmed by my life, I pray I make it through. Late night conversations, they all overdue.
Aren't they?
Sitting here reminiscing, need to get over you. Too much on my mind, my demons I do too. Overwhelmed by my life, I pray I make it through.
We better now, yeah, we on our top journey. We ain't got no worries, things still got blurry vision. Man, they ain't no shit, them niggas tricky like long division. Yeah, we tryna get the millions, leave town, hop on a spaceship. Yeah, we flying cause my stack too damn tall to not climbing. Yeah, we ballin' hard, I do this for my brother. Flying and protecting, I ain't in a better place. I can't take back the pain, so now we smoke away for them late nights,
Late night conversations, they all overdue.
Sitting here reminiscing, need to get over you. Too much on my mind, my demons I do too. Overwhelmed by my life, I pray I make it through. Late night
Conversations, they all overdue.
Sitting here reminiscing, need to get over
you.
Too much on my mind,
I pray I make it through.
overwhelmed by my life, I pray I make it through.
Isn't that amazing? My nephew did that in his house, and then he published it, and then, he shared it with me, and he does music all the time. Kevon Hardin Slade. He's supposed to be sending me his link, where his music is, but, I have it in my notes, and I can share it with you. But right now, I'm going to share one more song, because I'm going to go to the other end. Enjoy. I do have angels.
I got angels in my spirit. I got angels in my spirit. I'm too real to be pretending. And I got angels in my spirit. And I've been speaking, hope you hear it. Love was fake until you showed me. Glad to say I'm not the old me. Every story that you told me. Make sure you never met that you never met the cold me. I'm too real to be pretending.
Hey.
And I got angels in my spirit.
Amen.
And I've been speaking, hope you hear it. Love was fake until you showed me. Glad to say I'm not the old me. Every story that you told me. Make sure you never met the cold me. Make sure you never met the cold me. Shit cold, but I can be cold. I ain't seen shit but a fucking boat. And bitch, I'm a climber, I'ma get over. Touchdown, I gotta turn over. I'm on again. Put in my pain, all these songs again. Don't blame it on my cup. I need to feel, so I gotta pour it up. And I can't get enough. And I need your love. And I need it. Baby, believe it.
I see you only hit me up when it benefits you. I ain't the type to play them games, I ain't playing with you. I wanna be by your side, girl, I wanna show you things. Don't bring no pain, never switch and help me elevate. We working every nice version every fucking day. Niggas turning snakes, so I had to stay about the way. I just want a happy ending.
I'm too real to be pretending. And I got angels in my spirit. And I've been speaking, hope you hear it. Love was fake until you showed me. Glad to say I'm not the old nigga. Every story that you told me. Make sure you never met that you never met the cold me. I'm too the cold me. Let me show you never met the cold me.
So I'm just trying to understand. I mean, Reverend Al Sharpton, he comes on every night, 2 or 3 times a night, talking about his perspective. And then, you know, we have so many people who are influential, you know, Karen Hunter and Greg Carr, best educational show out there, because we did have Dick Gregory and he's not here anymore, but his stuff is still out there. And then we have each and every one of us. And so many black people have made so many great strides. And, you know, I was talking to this attorney, and she is Reverend Al Sharpton's right-hand attorney, and she has power. But I'm just saying, we have to understand that it is we, the people. And it matters what you're doing. It matters what I'm doing. It matters that we understand that it's still not happening for us. And with them trying to take away birthright citizenship, I'm saying, oh no, fuck that. I know who I am. I was born on this soil. Whatever rights I have, they're just like your rights, human rights. But when you're spouting off lies, and I know that they're lies, I didn't got to believe you, and I don't even have to, you know, but the great debates don't even happen anymore. They don't debate anything. They just say like it is. If my power bill is $600 and they're going to turn off my power, then it's going to be up to me to figure out where the resources are. So Nevada Reach, they gave me $300 or $100 on my bill, anything, because pimping ain't easy. But Medicaid, Medi-Cal, you know, they give me and my child, my son, he's a man now, but he's 27. But we get a total of $300 and some odd. Put all that on the power bill. That's a gift. But it might go away, especially if the government shuts down. On October 1st, we'll know. We'll know what's in the kitty then. Everybody will. And, you know, all these states really depend on the money coming back to their state to provide support for the people who live within the territory. And then there are just people who just have that level of support. But then there are people who don't even understand that the support is even happening. And that's, whose problem is that? Yours. Because you just didn't want to do it. And nobody can force you to do shit. Just do you, boo. But do you well. So, just like I do me well. And it's just real. You have to bring attention to people, what their obligation is to the whole. And then you question what they do. And I do. I question. They have all these black elected officials. Now, ask me, have I ever sat down with any of these motherfuckers and had a conversation? But I have. Talked to them in passing. You know what I'm saying? You going this way, I'm going this way, but I'm saying, hey, wait a minute, let me tell you this. So I've talked to all of them. They know me. And then I do email them. Email is good in court. I don't know if you ever realize how good email is, but you better understand all this extra motherfuckers adding on my back. You know, I'm not supposed to know they're there, but they're there and the watchers are there. But when they join in, they become a part of the problem too. So the world just has to change. And that's just real. Life just continues. But you choose. One more song. One more song. Enjoy.
Go to the moon in a different environment.
Hey, Twix, you got a hit.
I'ma change your time. Go to the moon in a different environment.
MKJ, you got another one.
Go to the moon in a different environment. If I'ma change it entirely. I was raised to be strong, so I'm just hating inside of me. Seem like the world just constantly betraying me. Go to the moon in a different environment. If I'ma change it entirely. I was raised to be strong, so I'm just hating inside of me. Seem like the world just constantly betraying me. Like JoJo gone, just question is pride of me. So much evil, I can't help but be fighting it. Heavenly Father, I just pray that you guide me. know I've been losing, but you know that I'm trying. Please tell her Pearl that she's living inside of me. Cabrillo Park gave birth to a prodigy. I couldn't fit in, I was a victim to Ivy. Shit, I feel like it was funny, but they said it was comedy. You never was there, so ain't no point in trying. Have you felt cagey? Yeah, your soul's crying. I felt the same, so ain't no point in lying. Ain't no point in lying. Go to the moon, I need a different environment. If I'ma change it entirely. I was raised to be strong, so I'm just hating inside of me. Seem like the world just constantly be trying me. Go to the moon, I need a different environment. If I'ma change it entirely. I was raised to be strong, so I'm just hating inside of me. Seem like the world just constantly be trying me. No more losing. Yeah, I'm only winning. Thanks for coming. Love you all.
So we all wake up in our little tiny boxes. And sometimes people's boxes are large, and sometimes people have a small box. And that's the same thing with life. People have chosen to travel away from their city block. And then some people have never left their city block. Then some people just understand territory. I mean, you know, I did help a mother, and it was an adult guy. And her son was in the spectrum, and I just knew it. He was in the spectrum. He was autistic. And people were just good-looking kid, too. You know, good-looking man. But, you know, she got Social Security for him. She filed, and she won it. And she got Social Security. And then she was managing his money and helped taking care of all his kids because he did. Just because that man was good-looking. He had lots of different women who had babies for him. And he had lots of different children. And, you know, and somebody put him to work out there digging up some driveway, and it was hot. And then the eyes blistered around the brown part. They blistered. And that's why I'm saying, you're going to get some Social Security for him. I'm going to show you how to do it. I showed her. She was great. You need XXL. Coffin, start making one. I don't know what that. I'm not going in the grave anywhere. I don't know what that means. I mean, be more clearer, Roro. Just say what you got to say. Because it's only you. It's only you. You make yourself look like whatever you want to look like. I think I've done everything except for this one, maybe.
Late night.
No, I started with that one, huh? And then I ended with that one. Let me see what else I have. And that's just real. What is that? Oh, I don't know. Oh, I know what that is. It's gonna have to be under city. Yeah. I'll keep on doing the right one. Well. Here we go. This one. Enjoy.
I'm just trying to. And I'm just trying to make that change that I want in life. And I know that I ain't perfect, I ain't always right. But I'm always out here working, I'ma get what's mine. Everyone look the same when they see them lights. We trying to stay out the way, the lights out for our lives. The lights out for our lives. I'm just trying to make that change that I want in life. And I know that I ain't perfect, I ain't always right. But I'm always out here working, I'ma get what's mine. Everyone look the same when they see them lights. Trying to stay out the way, the lights out for our lives. The lights out for our lives. Lack of feeling our conversation, I feel different. Seeing shit from a different side, I move different. Able to process the situation, I'm too gifted. The look in your face explain all your pain, and you not ready yet. And I'm that nigga who used to this. I've been put to the test, my sky where I wanna go. I feel that foreign the best. Used to get groovy to the jazz, now I completed the test. I feel that it's for the best. And I'm just trying to make that change that I want in life. And I know that I ain't perfect, I ain't always right, but I'm always out here working, I'ma get what's mine. Everyone look the same when they see them lights. We tryna stay out the way, the lights out for our lives. I'm out the way, the lights out for our lives. I'm just tryna make that change that I want in life. And I know that I ain't perfect, I ain't always right, but I'm always out here working, I'ma get what's mine. Everyone look the same when they see them lights. Tryna stay out the way, the lights out for our lives. The lights out for our lives.
Going through the tropical, had to sacrifice. Yeah, I gotta do what's right, and you know it's right. If I ever switch a lane, I ain't tryna be fake. I just don't focus on the hate, I'm tryna elevate. I'm just focused, gotta move forward, have to be a greater me. Cause the old me didn't give no fucks, he was really being bad. Now it's strictly in mode, money motivated. Yeah, we flying towards smoke, keep a smile on my face, but yeah, I'm truly scarred. Shit really got hard, but I never fall to really my brother die. I'm just trying to make that change that I want in life, that I want in life.
We tryna stay out the way, the lights out for our lives. The lights out for our lives. I'm just tryna make that change that I want in life. And I know that I ain't perfect, I ain't always right, but I'm always out here working, I'ma get what's mine. Everyone look the same when they see them lights. Tryna stay out the way, the lights out for our lives. The lights out for our lives.
You see, y'all don't even understand, because this is just a tool and I know how to use it. So for a person who thought I needed to have whatever, I'm not going that way anyway. Because when I do go, I'm going to give my children the cheapest avenue out, because I don't give a fuck. When I'm gone, I can't change anything, but I can do a lot while I'm here. So therefore, I do what I do. You may not like it, but you ain't got to stop by, boo. Everybody is entitled. So Roro got put on timeout for 10 seconds. I could have put it more than that. I could do whatever I want to do, because Roro was just visiting a house that he didn't live in. And there you go. So many people don't understand. I understand what these tools are. Come on in Zoom, because Zoom allowed me to stream live, to be able to sit here on YouTube and stream live for longer than most people can do. You see, I've been on live for 53 minutes and 26 seconds. And Roro, you just came on for a few seconds. So there we go. It is real. As it is written from the bottom to the top. There you go. We've been on the bottom. It's time to get on the top. So it is what it is, and I understand. So I'm encouraging everyone to do whatever it is that they're supposed to be doing. If you're supposed to be doing something, if you know how to do it, then do it. Do it well. You get it? Because no one can stop you, because no one is in control. And people who want to talk about attacking someone, whenever you start talking about what you could do to someone, then understand that is considered like a threat. And people can press charges against you for that. And it's just amazes me how people just act like this. But this is forever and ever and ever and ever. So therefore, the one thing you must understand, it is we the people. But when we the people know what we can do, we do it. And I've always done what I can do. Mm-hmm. Oh Lord, that bro, he got really pissed. He got really pissed. Well, boo, in heaven, I hope whatever you do, and enjoy your life. Because I put him on a timeout, and I'm going to do other things to him because I can. Yep. And he will understand. What we can, that, no, well, we'll just do that. Now, so, now, he's gonna understand. No, when I go, I'm not gonna go that way, and that's just real. Life is what it is, and will always be what it's going to be. But you don't have to pretend that you don't know shit, because I know what I know. And I am an American citizen, and therefore, I'm never going to sit back and allow you to roof roof, because Roro, roof roof to you too. So y'all have a blessed day, and understand Roro got removed. Y'all have a blessed day now.